Hi, I'm Mac McCarthy, and I help people with their breakups. And today I have another breakup story to share. And if you have a breakup story you want to share and get my take on, please visit writemac.com, WRITEMAC.com. Send it in, and I could possibly make a YouTube video just like this. Or if you'd like to unpack it a little deeper, get some deeper clarity, talk to me one-on-one in a FaceTime conversation like this, then you can book a private live coaching session. So, if you like this video, throw me a like. If you don't like it, don't like it. If you want to subscribe, press that red button. Let's get into it. Hello, Coach Mac. Over the past month, I have been on a pretty ridiculous emotional roller coaster. So pretty ridiculous emotional, too many words, too dramatic, and you're already overdoing it to start with, okay? The words you use when you talk about your situation and what's going on shape things for you. So let's just say it's been a roller coaster. Let's not say ridiculous emotional. My ex-girlfriend and I are 19 and 20 years old. My ex-girlfriend and I have been broken up for a month and a half. Okay, so that's 6 weeks, 7 weeks. The reason being is she felt like I was neglecting her for the last month of the relationship. Neglecting in what way? I have told her that I was having a rough month focusing on work for stuff I needed to take care of. I had told her while she was a big priority to me, I had others I had to take care of at the current moment. Others being family, I assume. Our relationship lasted about 8 months. While that may be the case, she and I both developed strong feelings for each other, having been friends for a while before that. All right, an 8-month relationship isn't that long, especially when you're 19 and 20 years old. And, it should be the honeymoon phase. It should be going really well. And if you got some outside things that are going to neglect you giving her the attention that she wants, then maybe it's the timing. It's not the it's not the situation. It's the timing and circumstances is what I'd like to say. And that's what 50-60% of breakups are. I went into after the breakup, I did beg and plead for about a day and soon gave up after. So a day of begging and pleading isn't good, but it's better than a week or two, right? Bottom line is, are you going to be able to show her the attention she wants? Are you going to be able to put aside what has been taking up your time? I went into a no contact for a month, and she ended up reaching out saying she missed me and that we should meet for closure. Well, what happened in those 24 hours when you were begging and pleading her back? What was that? There was no closure there? She's got feelings for you. She wants to revisit things most likely. I had to think about that offer for a while, but then I decided to go along with it, and we soon met up. She was very emotional, and she started crying when we met up. Okay? She explained she was upset that you went 1 month without contacting her. That surprised her. She explained she started thinking about me in the past week leading up to our closure and thinking about our relationship. Well, there you go. Usually it's the 3rd week to the 4th week of no contact. I don't know what the data is or the data is on that, but if you look around, talk to most people, I know that in my case, when I've done no contact, the 3rd or 4th week's the toughest on both sides. And that's when you'll get a call most likely. I told her just to think about it some more, and she came back to me the day after, and she said she just can't be with me because of what I did. Well, this is where you went wrong. So this is good that you wrote the story. Instead of getting back together, you guys should have just went out. Instead of having an emotional cry fest, explaining yourself, looking for closure, you should have went out and got pizza and went bowling or something. And I'm just being sarcastic, but what I'm saying is go on a fun date where you reconnect. You haven't talked for a month, and this idea that you're going to cry and you need closure, that's not the reason why you'd want to meet up. And if that was her way of reconnecting, it's a bit twisted. If you're going to get back together, you've only been together 8 months, some things happen, and you, quote-unquote, neglected her with attention, well, then you need to come back and show that you gave her full attention in a 24-hour period. What I mean by that, or in a date, and then have another date. This is what happens. Everyone goes from 0 to 100 real quick, as Drake says, right? You go 0 to 100, and then it's like, oh, yeah, that's too much. Yeah, we can't get back together. It's like, why don't you guys just go out, have fun, reconnect, see if there is a connection instead of putting all this pressure and expectation on being a couple again, being together again. This is what you do. If someone breaks no contact, they want to meet up, go out and have a good time, have a chat about the present, let go of the past unless it's a big, big issue. But if you're getting back together, forget and forget. Forget and forgive, okay? I started to give her a bit of pushback, but soon just let it go. A few days later, after I did something I'm not proud of. I texted her thinking and accusing her of there being someone else in the relationship. She said there is no one that she is seeing or talking to now, and she has focusing on being alone for the past month and a half. This soon led to a big fight that we both are saying stuff we shouldn't have. Okay, this is the worst case scenario, unfortunately, for you. You had the opportunity to talk to her and go out with her again. She basically says she wants closure. She shows up crying and emotional. You tell her to think about things because you're trying to revisit just getting back together instead of just having a good date and hanging out. She combats you with, okay, it's not a good idea to get back together, and now you're going, wait a minute, have you been seeing someone else? Now you just killed all emotion and mystery there and became needy again. Yeah, let's go back to, she explained she started thinking about me in the past week leading up to our closure and thinking about our relationship. I told her just to think about it some more. That's where you really went. Instead of that, you should say, hey, let's meet up, let's get some food and hang out and do the things that you did were fun and just reconnect on a human level with no expectations of getting back together. Just have a conversation about what's been going on, how's work, how's the things that's been bothering you. Be connected. Relationships are trust, connection, attraction. I'm assuming you had attraction. Connection has to do with being neglected. Trust doesn't seem like it was a big issue, so you need to reconnect. We both apologize if I'm sorry. So we both said things we shouldn't have, but after the fight on the same exact day, we both apologized. I felt bad about what I did. She offered friendship. Do you want friendship? And because of my guilt, I stupidly accepted it, knowing full well I still wanted her romantically. Well, you did it strategically, and people do this a lot. They go, oh, yeah, I didn't really want to be her friend. Deep down inside, you're thinking, oh, this is my chance to stay close to her. And sometimes it works. Sometimes it works. Rarely, small percentage of the time it works. It puts you in a bad position, and you're lying. And you're lying to yourself. A week goes by of her mostly initiating contact and us talking as friends, with a bit of flirting coming from both of us, mostly me. We met up for lunch 2 days ago, and it was very good because you're reconnecting with no pressure. I don't like the idea that you have a friend's umbrella over the game, but the idea that you just go out for lunch and have a good chat and reconnect, that takes all the pressure out of revisiting an 8-month relationship. You want to, instead of reuniting, you want to recreate a new relationship. With a bit of flirting coming from both of us, mostly me, we met up. This is how it should have been the first time she called you. It was going very good until the relationship talk started happening. She started to cry. Did you bring up the relationship talk? She started to cry, and I did what I could to comfort her. You guys fell into your roles. Academy Award, right? Later that day, I had told her that I just didn't want to be friends. If you brought that up at the lunch, you should have just, if things were going good and you were flirting and playful, and you guys got together as friends first, then that's where you're going to have to revisit it. I don't like the idea of saying you want to be friends when you don't. But in your particular case, the attitude you had to take going into the meetup had to be more on the friend side. People are going to be saying stuff in the comments. What I mean by that is it's more casual with less expectations. You go into this meetup with, we're either back together or nothing. That's for people that are in 4 or 5 year relationships with a lot of skin in the game. You guys have been together 8 months. You need to recreate a spark, recreate comfort, recreate fun. Crying each time you met? No bueno. She said that she still wants me in her life and that she loves and cares about me so much, even saying I love you to me. Right now, she's not attracted to you because you're always bringing up controlling things like getting back together and pushing things as far as, so what's going on with the relationship? I asked her if she lost attraction, lost feelings. She said she hasn't lost either. We soon parted ways, and I had told her I would block her number so I wouldn't feel the need to reach out. But I really just deleted it. I feel like she will never change her mind about me, and she does not believe I can change. Do you believe she will be back? Well, bottom line, you're not going to change in one date or one time. That's why I'm saying you guys need to date and hang out over time to show that you're not going to neglect her and show that you guys have a good time. Where should I go from here? Stay in no contact for now. You left it on a good note. You didn't say anything bad to her this time, I guess. Learn from your actions. If she does contact you in the future, Go out for lunch, go out for dinner, go out and have a good time. Don't bring up, let's get back in a relationship. I want you back as my girlfriend. Don't bring that shit up. Don't. And if she says, oh, let's be friends, just go, you know what? Yeah, I can consider that. If that's what you want to say, but don't say, oh, yeah, I'll be your friend. If you want to say, no, that's not on the table, let's go out and just see what happens, that's another way you can do it. You want to look at different avenues with this. I don't like being in the friend zone, but if you started out friends and you're in this, you're 19, she's 20, you're in this younger relationship, maybe that's how it has to start with you guys. But the idea is when the next time you go out, it's casual, it's no expectations, it's no pushiness, it's no let's get back together. Okay? It's let's have fun today, reconnect, because the attraction is based on connection. And what got broken in your case is connection. She said she's still attracted to you. I'd have to believe her if she came back a month later. The other part of this, she seems to be highly emotional and dramatic. If both times you met, she's crying, and I don't see an event that is something to be hysterical about. It's not like you cheated. It's not like you did something exceptionally wrong. She felt neglected. So I would have to know, possibly in a live coaching, why she felt neglected and if that was valid in your eyes or not. So I hope that helps you. Please visit writemac.com if you have a breakup story you want to share, or if you'd like to book a live coaching session. Thank you for supporting the channel.